Alrighty. Let's see if I can remember exactly what I was doing. It's been a while. Load game. Chapter 5, Riverside Institute, Slot 1. I was very confused for a second. It is not May 1st, 2019. I last played this January 5th. Okay. Okay. I see what you did there. Pierce and Officer Bradley followed the intruder to the secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground caves right in the Hawkins Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him, but Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself prisoner of Rockfall. Rushed to the Riverside Institute, he is in a critical state. Yeah, it's been a while since I played, so I don't remember where I'm at. Don't remember how to play the game. But it's H.P. Lovecraft, and I love H.P. Lovecraft. Well, that's right about all that matters. Okay, let's see if I remember what to do here. I think I was escaping from them and I kept getting caught. Because I'm bad at any stealth game that's not Metal Gear Solid. And I'm not even that great at that. Oh. Right, circle. Circle's crouch. Escape from the asylum, create a diversion. Oh. How do I run? How do I run? How do I run? I don't know how to run.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head.
Get me out! If I do not stop it.
I think I'm hidden. Maybe. Oh God. Okay. Okay, so he's there. Escape from the asylum, create a diversion. Get out of there, cat. Okay. Uh-huh. think I've got to do something with these, maybe? Ooh. I can interact. Oh! Oh, okay. I can hide. But it makes me crazy. But I'm gonna have to hide. Uh-huh. So he's going that way. That seems important.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here.
Hang on a second.
I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be friends with the nurses. I can help you. Help me, and I'll owe you one.
Okay. Okay, I can do that.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep. You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in?
Exposition.
Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
Is it the noise that disturbs you?
No, it's the nightmares. We all have them here. That's what wakes us up. And afterwards, there's no way to get back to sleep.
It's very good that no guards come down this line. I mean, that's very good.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
Uh-oh.
Locked. Exactly what I need.
Son of a bitch. Ooh, storage room. Perfect. Danger, high voltage.
Perfect.
Yes! Alright, let's give him some pills. Okay. I'm not sure I like.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Oh, let me take the lab coat. Let me take the lab coat. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, thank God they have no peripheral vision. Oh, thank God.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills?
What do they keep their sleeping pills?
Scopolamine, morphine, opium. Nothing but common drug. My new friend's sleeping pills. control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
Glad I found that. I think that'll be important soon. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and make that distraction now.
The green gas leaves from here, and it runs through the whole building.
There's a risk of an explosion. So I feel like they're... Okay, so multiple...
Now for the next step.
He exposits a little too much.
The duct. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. This valve controls the pressure. Perfect.
Okay.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Theoretically. Oh, nope. Don't need to hide anymore. Don't need to hide. I like that. I like that they did that. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, come on now. Oh, my God. Oh, okay.
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands.
But how about some pincers?
This lever must turn on the gas machine.
Okay, so I already turned that one. Can I pick the wheel back up? Okay, so I can't take it. So there's another... Stop.
I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away! The birds! They're attacking!
The bees! The bees! Not the bees! Oh God, no, not the bees!
even.
Right. Well, so much the better. Now go visit the land of dreams and leave me in peace.
Ha! Dreaming. Crazy. You ought to be locked up, my friend. I don't want to dream. I want to sleep.
Okay, so now I'm free to roam around this area, I think. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
I think we got a walker!
No, we don't.
Hey!
Shit. I was doing good, too.
Crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away! Help!
Not that way. Not seeing. Come on, go away. Damn it.
You there!
Man.
What carnage. All the levers are activated.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, this is definitely Herbert West's place. Definitely Herbert West. So now, if I recall... Nope, 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 nope. Not the best of stealth games. I'm not. You give me a puzzle game, I'm fine, but stealth? Oh, come on. No. No. No, 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 no,
Who's
no.
there?
Okay.
Hey!
There's some AI issues with this game. Oh, come on. Do I really have to go activate that one again? There's definitely some odd,
What carnage. All the levers are activated.
some odd lines you have to go through in this game. Okay. Good to go, I think. For now. Maybe. The whole not being able to fight back thing is a little bit of a bummer. Are you kidding me? Why is he standing in the doorway? Okay, that's better. That's... Ugh. Okay, so everything's powered. So what now?
What will happen if I increase the current to the limit?
I do this.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Damn it! What's going on? There's somebody. You better blame us. Is that you?
That's the joke's name, Francis Sanders.
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo.
Wait.
Nope. I don't think that's Sorry about that. Sorry.
Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me like it found me here.
Yeah, no, Pierce, leave him. Leave him.
Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
Leave him.
What is the exact nature of the beast you're running away from?
You've got instinct, a sensitivity for the invisible. It puts you in danger.
Fantastic.
The creature that is pursuing me is not from our world.
Yeah.
After what I've seen so far on this island, I'm ready to believe you.
Don't do that! Do not believe, or you'll end up like us all.
What happened to you, Sanders?
How do I know his name? Did he tell me his name? Did I miss something?
Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
Yes.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
Okay.
No!
Sanders! What the hell? I gotta... Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
I mean, you are in the insane asylum. So, what you expect? Question mark? Just the other left shoulder. Ooh. Yep. Delicious. Love it. Love it. What's that here?
Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Wait, no. You're dead. No. Now, wait a minute. That guy was, if I recall, disemboweled in front of me. No? Okay. Okay.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Yeah? Yeah, me too. Where's the liquor cabinet? Where is the liquor cabinet? Ooh, I have a light. the sun's out now.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the Force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Yeah.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins.
It makes sense.
But everyone knows the Fullers, and all were...
Perhaps.
From what I...
Francis...
Oops.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
Well, that's about all I got, actually, so...
I heard.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway,
Hey, screw you!
let's get back to the business at hand.
I think I failed that one.
I saw
Hawkins
people in
was part of a
hoods.
cult.
They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
You know,
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
now that I
My
think about it,
patients believe the old islanders used to
The,
worship primitive sea gods.
the exposition
Could
that
they
he,
be
that
the focus of the cult?
character gives,
Am
Pierce
I
gives,
hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at
kinda
all.
suits H.P.
What
Lovecraft.
else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
I have flashbacks.
I mean,
They haunt me.
he was
What did
always
they do
very
to you?
long-winded in
There
every
was
one
that
of his. It makes his
Dr.
work really
Fuller.
hard
And a nurse.
to read, but
Blood. Everywhere.
very good to,
Pain.
awesome to listen to with
Couldn't
the right
bear
voice
it. I
actor.
was screaming.
If you got a really good
They
voice actor, it's
injected me with
amazing to
something.
listen to.
I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed... demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you.
One of my favorite
What
guys
in
is
God's name were they
Mike
doing
Bennett.
to you?
What happened afterwards?
He has done
When
some
I woke up the second time, I was in a padded
amazing
cell.
stories. He
That's
actually
where you
writes,
found me, Doctor.
his own
After you released me,
Underwood and
I
Flinch.
got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I mean, that's about it,
I
really.
met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
It's always back in.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well.
Bum, bum,
I'll go to
bum.
see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Can I play the piano? No. Can I drink the... Is that a bottle of Jameson? That almost looks like a bottle of Jameson. Into the madness.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
I've read or listened to a ton of H.P. Lovecraft's work, so I'm trying to
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Hey, fuck you. I will test my eloquence.
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
I expect you to die, Mr. Bond.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long. Did she really care for him after all?
Wow, Thomas Fuller is...
The day the Shambler
Son
came
of a
into the
bitch.
Sanders' lives.
Okay. See, I enjoy this. I really enjoy this. I mean... It doesn't make most sense, no, but...
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
It's not logical at all, but it's...
Sanders'
cool.
accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? A house of artists. A house of artists.
missing something. I am missing something here. Oh.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
I love that effect. If done a little bit better, just a little bit better, that could be amazing. Ah! Oh! Oh,
a shambler.
Okay.
I need to see it.
Are you sure? I mean, he just ripped his own eyes out. Sir Hawkins, Simon Hawkins, Officer Bradley. He should be dead. Why isn't he dead? I hate Charles Hawkins. Okay, see, he's at least mutated. I know why he's not dead. Oop. Princess Sanders. Sir Hawkins, what is suffering? This guy, yeah. No, progression sheet. Sanity. Occultism, medicine. Okay. Medicine and occult can only be okay. I have 7 points available. Investigation is good. Investigation is very good at the moment. Okay. Eloquence is professional, SWAT hidden psychology. Investigation is good for now, I do believe. 4 needed, 5. We'll validate it. Yes. And I'll be back in just 1 second. Alright, where were we? Yeah, we're gonna go look at the Shambler. That was very interesting.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Okay, I'll just steal this pendant here. The Whale and the Cod. By Erwin Greenmouth. I'll steal this.
I could use one of those.
Yeah, so could I, buddy. So could I. Would you read the book? Read the book. The Elder Side. Okay. Dimensional Shambler. Yes, there's that. The Malleus Bestiarum. Darkwater. Just gonna make these go away. Jack of all trades. Okay, cool, I guess. Celtic runes. No, that's just yeah.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I will.
I've got a
kick
lot
you
of
in
bad
your
habits.
face.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Perfect, Detective. The pretext? The body language? I would have bought it if it was the first time I'd seen your face. You're a good talker, Pierce. Your story will do for the moment.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network, and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say? Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Hey, I'm snooping.
Go take a hike, Detective.
I'm snooping.
Go take a hike, Detective.
I'm snooping.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dissertation on anatomical question. Impressive. I mean...
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Yeah, I'd say so.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
We're just gonna hide. I'm just gonna... Oh. That's a good thing to know for the future. Very good thing to know for the future. I'm thinking matter and matter. Okay.
The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Yeah, you could call it art. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the visuals of the occult and all that, but this, like, that's a museum piece. Like, there's a gold tablet hidden in there. Like,
why was he so interested in old weapons?
Yeah, you're gonna mention that? No. Is that Dr. Fuller? Ooh, thing. Yay! I felt the oil in my lamp. I couldn't remember how to turn the lamp off. Yeah, I mean, that's a child wrestling a duck. There's an eyeless child wrestling a duck. A goose? I mean, yeah, this I can understand. I mean, morbid, yes, but it's just a body melt. This is a child killing a duck with no eyes. What do you want? You're a bear? You're a bear. I think. That's not right. That's not right. What are these? I didn't even look at these. You're a little demon. Okay. And this is a small statue of a child wrestling a duck. Oh, whatever. Is this the Shambler? Are you gonna go mad? I think I'm about to go mad because of this, but whatever. Good knowing you, Pierce. Well, this bodes well. Well, now this bodes very well.
What the hell was that?
I do believe that was... Oh, hi. I mean, you could have done a nice thing just eating my face. I think once we clear this, it'll probably be it for tonight.
What the hell was that?
If I can clear this, so... Light does nothing to it. I died. I died a very painful death. Alright! Take 3!
What the hell was that?
We shall... So run! 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 Leave!
Touch it.
There we go. I'm back. Yeah, this thing's the thing. It doesn't shamble that much, honestly.
What the hell was that? I can't even touch it.
You see me? It saw me. Well.
What the hell was that?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Is there a thing? Is there a thing?
Maybe I can use this gate.
Okay. I got you now, bitch. I have to find a way to sneak around.
What the hell was that?
Actually difficult. They don't... The sneaking on this game's, like... It's legitimately difficult. Like... Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I'm drunk.
What was that?
I mean... That is a possibility, but... The fact that I can never tell where it's at... Like, I can't really tell... It's...
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Okay, this is actually kind of annoying. It's one of the things where I have to randomly pick the right one, or...
What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger.
Okay, this is, like, legitimately frustrating, because I can't break any of the glass without it finding me. There's no clues telling me which one I'm supposed to get. Are there? Am I just missing something?
What the hell was that?
Son of a bitch. I'm supposed to... I have to get me a dagger, and I have to kill the painting.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Okay, so, I'm sorry. How... With the way this level's set up and the fact that I can't fucking run, how am I supposed to get a dagger?
What the hell was that?
And then kill the fucking painting?
Maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
This is going to be a pain in the ass to figure out. Because you can't actually hide from this thing.
What the hell was that?
Like, this area, you cannot hide. It's like, oh, you're going to glance out? Well, it's going to see you.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Let me run, please. Nope, not that one.
Damn it.
And I'm dead. Like, am I missing some clue? Am I missing something? Or is it just one of those things where you just kind of have to...
That?
Yes, I get it. I'm about to...
Damn. Maybe.
Take the dagger, you bitch! I had to have missed something. I had to have missed something. Because this is just not making any sense. There's no clues. The area is so small you don't even have an opportunity.
What was that?
Like difficulty be damned. Guess let's try this one.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Yeah, this is actually starting to piss me off. Like, this is legitimately annoying. There's... Like, obviously I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Like, this is... Yeah.
What was that?
What the hell was that? Are we sure it wasn't just a rum-filled fucking fantasy that... I don't know.
Damn. This dagger looks different.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yeah, bitch, you did!
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand. even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Trial and error is a bitch. Alright. Well, I think that's about good for tonight. So, I think I'll level up first, because I should have a couple of points available. Into madness. Ooh, cutscene. I feel like you'd have noticed that long before, good sir. Oh, well, I mean, you were attacked by some otherworldly being, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Where's the bookseller?
2 seconds. Alrighty. Well, considering the blood on the glass, and the shattered glass inside, which means someone punched the window in, opened the door. Things aren't looking good for the,
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
That's a little odd. It's in a bookstore, but whatever. I assume only assumed that... Ooh. Really? That's not odd. It's a fucking bookstore. And he has a stray goblet just sitting there? Darkwood History by Harry Campbell, Volume 2. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood. Settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. There were documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behavior. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Was he building a dirigible? It looks like he's building a dirigible. Mythology and biology. Well, mythology seems the safe bet. Not sure why that's in mythology, but I'll take it.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
The Handbook and Anatomy and Dissection. Book 2. Would you read the book? Yes, I will read the book.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy
madness. Hey, that's a creeper. Phantasmagorical illustrations. Remember that. Phantasmagorical. He also has a skeleton in a bookstore. Because of course he does.
What happened here?
Handbook on the Anatomy and Dissection, Book 1. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, that's a safe. Why can't I, invest...
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, the amount of blood, I feel like they'd be bleeding a lot more than that, honestly. I mean, for it to bleed that badly right there.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
No lie there.
What killed all these animals?
Well, never noticed it.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
One that doesn't care about
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Okay, that's another ton.
What the... Charles Hawkins?
Oh, this
Looks
is,
like the symbol rejected Hawkins.
This is
Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
I love the idea. But
Sarah Hawkins helped
This
hide
game
something in this
really
safe.
makes me think. I would love to see an H.P. Lovecraft game take place in the modern world.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide
So,
whatever is in here.
so the thing like
Everything
this,
is linked
where
to the Sarah Hawkins case.
like they're watching a video or something, and there is some occult interference that happens. Like that would be great.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
So I'm finding his memoirs. I know that I'm in serious trouble. My last known hope is my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother, if she is of this world. The following message is of capital importance. These lines demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine and can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe and includes the combination are found in 3 cylinders hidden where light and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If, by chance, a person, or should I say genius, was able to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content to the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of the Miskatonic University. The knowledge of this safe is not only the content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall in the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor suffer from your actions. Clues. It was.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Buddy, the shit you've
What link
seen,
did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old
Probably.
amulet?
The star and the branch. Back the forces of the great old ones were engraved at its center. No one can see it, but I have the star and the branch engraved in its own way into my own arm.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
ISIS unveiled? Well, that would not. Oop. That would not go well in today's society.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Well,
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Alright, is there a record player or a phonograph, I guess, technically, in here? Their number. Oh, hey! That's H.P. Lovecraft himself. Cool. By a phonograph. I don't recall seeing a phonograph here, though. I mean, there's a phonograph.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, so...
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie
red
fixed,
drops, precious
set
stones.
in divine and these red drops. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods.
Red drops,
Let
precious...
those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number...
Volume 9.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
So 9 was the last one.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that... What did Drake say about... Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Oh wait, no, yeah, it was volume 9. Volume 9.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it. What did Drake say about this collection?
Okay, so the first one was...
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be
Red
the
drops.
guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry.
Red drops,
And I do
precious
confess,
stone.
I am willing to pay to know its
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
So
Drake talked about a particular volume.
7.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
So where's the clue? There's not really any clues.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
And these red drops. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay, open the safe.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Wait a minute, so volume 9.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking. What did Drake say about this collection?
4.
Drake talked about a particular
8.
volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking. What did
6.
Drake say about this collection?
1.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So
3.
these are the volumes that Drake was.
2.
What did Drake say about this collection?
7. So where's volume 9? Okay, so volume 9 is the one I'm looking for. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just need
Drake talked about a particular volume.
3.
So these are the volumes that Drake
1.
was talking. What did Drake say about this collection?
2.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
9. Azathoth and Other Horrors. E.P. Derby. Arc Mythology. 9. Nightmare Lyrics. Okay. There's 999. There are 999 possibilities. And I don't know, I'm not finding any clues. Alright, so.
And these red drops,
Red
like
drops
precious
are
stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay, so there's 9 volumes. Something about a Grail is the first one.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
I hate to do this. I feel like it's a letdown, but I have got to. Like, maybe I'm a little drunk. I don't know. I'm just not seeing it. kidding me? Alright, so I'm reading things now, and it says...
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Oh my god.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Wow, well, okay. I'm gonna call it quits from...
The Queen has little protection.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I would have never guessed this. Never would I have guessed it. Like I've had to look this up. The goblet. Okay, listening back, and I get that. I saw the goblet. I realized it should have been part of it. But this one. There are 7 white chess pieces. This should translate to 7 soldiers, but in reality, only count the 3 protecting the queen. Okay, so I got the last one. The last one wasn't the issue. It was the first 2. It's 539. Wow. Okay, so these puzzles are significant. I'm going to have to really think of that next time. Alright. Wow, this is... I'm going to have to remember that. There's some serious puzzles in this game. That's actually quite impressive. Okay. Yeah. As soon as this loads, I am probably done for the night. I've been playing for a fair bit, so... And I've had to look up a lot more than I felt like looking up, so... Oh, I don't like that. Come on now. Look at me. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. Oh!
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What?
What says Dr.
What?
Fuller?
What?
It's his
Why?
patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. "30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out.
Yeah.
He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin.
That's about...
Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition.
This is... Yeah.
Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Yeah, I'd say
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Alright, after we get
I
to
see
this
signs
point,
of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated.
I'm calling.
When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion.
Son of a
but
bitch,
that doesn't
he's from...
explain his condition.
Oh. Yeah, his body's mutating, yeah. He's from Innsmouth.
I almost don't believe it myself, but
He's
these symptoms
of
are not
the
those
Innsmouth.
usually associated with the human species.
He's of the Innsmouth
What
brood.
do you mean? Don't tell me
No,
you
no,
believe
he's
in
not an ape.
extraterrestrials.
Well, I mean,
No.
they are star
This
spawn.
poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations.
He's one of the fish people of
and this
Innsmouth.
transformation is killing him. His
He's
body
one...
simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
Innsmouth.
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How
What
about
are
what
you
you've done
doing?
to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
This guy is definitely the bad guy. Plain and damn simple.
Was that a threat?
He's bald, he's got the
It was a warning.
bad guy beard
Dr.
stash.
Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know
Oh
what
my
to
God,
think for
get
now.
to where I can.
What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from us. And I need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
And game saved, and that is good night. Alright, thank all 0 of you for joining me tonight. Maybe we'll get 2 next time. Catch you all later.